健闘を祈る。
人類に栄光あれ。
人類に栄光あ
人類栄光あれ。
what's the plan then?
We're going to the Winchester.
The pub.
Yeah, boy!
Yeah, boy! Yeah, boy! Hey, the whisk. How are you doing, the whisk? The whisk, the whisk, the whisk is on fire! Wah! Hey, whisk. There we go. Drop that back a fraction so I can get the microphone in there. How's everybody doing today? How are we all? Hello, hello. Is that going to stay there or is it going to rock back? It is going to rock back, isn't it? There we go. That'll do. Whisking away, cheers. How about you, good stuff? I'm very, very well, thank you. Yes, I'm very, very well. Yeah, all good. We've got a few little bits of clean up to do. So I remove the majority of the supports when it's uncured. But we're also going to paint this little bad boy. Leave that guy there for a second. Yeah, how's everybody doing today? Are we all well? Is everybody well? I've got my cup of tea. It's nice and warm. I've got my jumper on. We've remembered to put Sol's link. So the Just Giving link for Sol is up in there, pinned in Twitch chat. Good day, fellow Archons. Yes, indeed. Purples, hello. Sharato, hello, my friend. How are you doing? How are you? Is everything going good? Yes, I'm gonna finish off your Archon tonight, off stream, and then we can do Drazar tomorrow. We can do some on Drazar tomorrow so that we can get all that shipped off to you this month. Oh, it's a Sexy Science Hannah Harkonnen, which I'm going to... Hello, hello. Art Christopher. Art Christopher? Christopher Art. Hello, Sexy Science Hannah. How are you? How are you? You're going to have to say hello and then do the bit cheers so that your intro sound doesn't get... There you go.
Happy morning, handsome Art Christopher in chat.
Hey Hannah, how you doing? There you go. Redid it for you. That's Heresy Book. What's that one? Oh, that's that one. Heresy Book can go away. And then we've got that one there. Cool. Yes, how's everybody doing? I don't know. Hilariously, I've taken a photograph of him, did a video for him, or her, or it, and now I've lost a head, which is fine, because I'm currently printing off 20 female Space Marine heads, which is perfect, because then I can just use them for that. I'm great, got up early and painted a bit. Nice, it felt really good to get some more paint down. Amazing. Down your top. Is that where you put the paint? Did you just like, oops, sorry. Did you just, yes, and we have some busts to clean up. They have been slightly over supported, as you can see on the hair. But that's okay. That's okay. We can resolve that. But yeah, this is. I've printed two of these because Ems wanted one as well, so I've printed one for Ems, and then I've printed myself two others as well because I've been meaning to print these ones, particularly this one because she's gorgeous. Check this out. Rah, rah. Yeah. Anyway, so we'll assemble those at some point as well. I was just going to have a chit chat. They look like they could do with some extra heavy support. Yes, like this very, very flimsy little chain doesn't look very strong, does it?
Afternoon, dude.
Hey, Mr. One Stop, how are you? 59 months, dude. 59 months. 59 months of you being an utter legend. Thank you very much. How are you? If I got paint down my top, I also have a bust to clean. You also have a bust to clean up. Sexy Science Hannah. One Stop, how are you doing? Your corn look amazing. We're going to show them off in a second. Let's get this in focus. There we go. So yeah, we are going to do some on the Night Lord today, just because he's awesome and probably just needs finishing up a little bit. But yeah, what do you think? What do you think to Custodes colour scheme. I think it's actually pretty good. I think it's actually pretty good. Actually, I think it's actually pretty good. Yeah, I don't know where the head is. It clearly fell off because it was only tacked on loosely. Yes.
Quarantine activated.
Yes. It's clearly just fallen off, so it's probably just like scattered and bounced somewhere. But I just can't see it. I don't know where it's gone. So it'll turn up, I'm sure. I just thought it would turn up a little bit easier than it has done, which is fine. It's fine. It'll, like I say, it'll turn up somewhere. Yeah. Look at the Raven Guard. The Raven Guard looks so good. Do some of those as well. As well as, oh, there it is. It was on his base. It was on his base. There we go. That's where it is. So if you pick up the coolest Raven Guard in the galaxy, that's where the Custodes head. That's where the Custodes head is. I don't quite know why she looks so angry. We have got theories in chat on why she looks so angry. But yeah, if you have any further ideas on why she looks angry and what we can do to make her look less angry, then please let me know. Really happy with them. I just need to turn them down a bit. Yeah. And then that is there as well. That, by the way, has nearly broken 200,000 video views. That conversion, which is awesome. So I'm dead pleased with that. You'd be angry with the haircut. Maybe it's the haircut that she's angry with then. Let's ask our resident ladies. Ladies, if you had this haircut, would you too be angry? Is that what is making her angry? Holy shit! Holy shit, Hannah! Holy shit, Hannah! Holy shit, Hannah! So yeah, we're going to clean up some of these. The supports are reasonably straightforward to clean up once they're cured as well. They're better to clean up when they're not cured.
I would be almost as angry as when the fucking music is not on.
Right. So does that mean I've got to put the music on? Terrible haircut. Well, I don't know whether is it really that terrible? Is it really that terrible that you're going to be that angry? I mean, she looks pretty angry. Like, that sculpt is pretty angry. Now, shall we have an Eve day or an Armored Core day? Let's be clear, the haircut wouldn't be on a lad. It's just terrible. Oh, are you suggesting that lads wouldn't have terrible haircuts? They leave all the terrible haircuts to the ladies. Is that what you're suggesting, Whisk? Armored Core day. You want an Armored Core day? Should we have an Armored Core day? Let's have an Armored Core day. Where's Armored Core? There we go. Fires of Rubicon. Unselect the last one, which is called Stargazer because it's too noisy. There we go. What? No, I'm saying it's a terrible haircut regardless of gender. Oh dear, wouldn't be better on a lad. Yeah, look at these. These are lovely, lovely prints. Come out really well. There's a little bit of. Oh, no, not that one. That one's okay. There we go. There's a little bit of kind of scraping on some of them. I don't quite know where that's come from. I think it's just from hitting things when it was on the clean. But yeah, they've come out rather nicely. They have come out rather nicely. I do like them. Very cool. They obviously still have supercuts in. They still have supercuts in 38,000 plus years. Now, is this a Horus Heresy custode, or is this a? Sorry, I need to get that. Drop that back in. There we go. Is this a Horus Heresy custode, or is this a 40k custode? The distant space future is all about chavs and chats. Yeah, I don't know why she's so. I don't know why she looks so angry. I mean, it's the sculptor, right? Like, why has the sculptor decided to sculpt a female face in such an angry way? Maybe the sculptor wasn't particularly secure. Maybe he was a bit insecure as well. That's assuming it was a male. It might be a female, in which case maybe she was just like in a really bad mood that day. Anyway.
Horus Heresy Custodes and 40k Custodes are the exact same tourist.
Custodes. They're the exact same thing. Well, they're not. They're not, are they? They're literally 10,000 years apart. And actually, I was thinking about this and I was talking to Rich about this. If you compare the size of a Horus Heresy Custodes, I mean they do just need to stand up more. They're way too squat. If you compare a Horus Heresy Custodes with a Horus Heresy Marine, they are head and shoulders taller. So they are taller, right? If you then compare a Horus Heresy, if you then compare a 40k Custodes with a 40k Marine, they are head and shoulders shorter. So what are we saying? What are we saying? What are they? Are they 40k or are they Horus Heresy?
Why did the Inquisition declare the ancient standard template construct, SDC, the 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner to be absolute tech heresy? Because the bottle promised no more tangles, but the Emperor knows that in the grim darkness of the far future...
No more tangles. No more tangles. No more tangles. I want to show you guys this as well today. Before we do that, let's have a look. Let's catch up on Discord as well.
The models are fucked. The Custodes are supposed to be even taller than Primaris, as seen in the Tides video.
Yes. Therefore, that can't be a 40k Custodes. That has to be a Horus Heresy Custodes, right? Because if it was a 40k Custodes, it would be twice the size. Yeah, I hope they do. I kind of hope whatever new models we get, they are like true scaled up. I mean, even if they are bigger than these ones, and then they can go back and redo these. Now, what would we prefer as a Twitch community? What would we prefer? Would we prefer that they?
No, the 10,000 never changed. It's just GW who can't do scaling properly.
They can't do scaling. They can't do proportions either. I don't think they can do proportions properly either. What would we?
Yeah, but that's Tooties. Titus is 15 feet tall, kills heretics by the hundreds, consumes Trianides with fireballs from his eyes, and lightning bolts from his ass.
Trianides. Trianides. What would we prefer? Would we prefer them to address the resin Custodes and turn all the resin Custodes that we looked at the other day, so all the resin Custodes like those, the resin Terminators, the Dreadnoughts, and the tank, and maybe like a shield captain or two, would we rather they turn all of those into plastic and not touch these and not true scale these, or would you rather them true scale these and maybe not touch all of the other resin stuff? Because I think there's a world in where you can have 3 new kits. I think you can have 3 new kits that kind of multi-build all the current kits.
There are no Trianides, only Duanids.
There are no Trianids, only Duanids. Yes, do or do not, there is no Trianids. You want a full refresh, true scale everything and convert resin. So you just want everything. You just want everything. More plastic kits means the cool Termies will get better rules. Which are the cool Termies? The cool Termies as in the Forge World ones? Because I really like the Forge World Termies. I think they look really good. I prefer the Forge World Termies to the 40k, to the plastic Termies. I think it would be amazing if they did a full refresh. It would be amazing if they did a full refresh, and it's not within the realms of possibility that they do, because it's only 2 extra kits, right? It's only 2 extra kits. It's only the custodian and the custodian guard, which are combined like 1 kit, right? And then the Terminators. Alaris? Cooler weapons. I just collect Dante minis. You just collect Dante minis? Nice. How many Dante minis have you got? The Sisters of Silence don't really need a refresh. They're good as is, but the Custodians really need the refresh. Do we think the Sisters of Silence will stay with... Do you think they'll stay in... like associated with Custodians? They are only an 8th edition kit. Won't refresh so soon. But they're really poor. If they true scale... Thing is, if they true scale them for Heresy, then they're going to be out of scale in 40k, and if they true scale them for 40k, they're going to be massive in Heresy, which is fine, I guess. They don't appear anywhere else other than the black ships. Yeah, let's have a quick look at because there is a Night Lords. There's a Night Lords. This is quite cool, actually. So what they seem to be doing is they seem to be pulling all the chapter stuff out of all the black books and putting them into little articles like this, which is interesting. So at least you can have the information from the black books, but not. Not like being detrimental to the people who have already got the black books. On account of Mr. Stream not getting them, one day I'll have a full Dante army. Wow. Right now I've only got 5, but I'm working on it. Which 5? Which 5 have you got? Okay, so we need to show this. We need to show this because this is One Stop Wargaming in Twitch chat. One Stop. This is One Stop's World Eaters, which are looking epic. Looking epic. Looking epic. So yeah, One Stop's World Eaters are looking really, really cool. The amazing, of course, Bugman's Glow. Best paint in the world.
I love the Sisters of Silence, because they're awesome non-enhanced humans, and they're even better than the sororitas in martial prowess, and they're anti-psychers and advisors to Custodes.
Custodes. Custodes. I like the way she says Custodes. She's a funny one. So yeah, that's One Stop's World Eaters, which is looking pretty epic. I am really curious what happens with that. We need to do. Well, no, we did that yesterday, didn't we? We did a shout out for Tara yesterday for doing her last four. What do we call it? Last 4 cult kits. The Sisters would get a refresh too, right? They're so cool. Even their current minis still hold up nicely. Yeah, I don't think the Sisters will get a refresh because the Sisters plastics are really good. I think they're fine. Oh. Hi, Puscat. Is that Tato? Oh my God! Look how fluffy he is. Look how fluffy he is. Do you have a brush with you so that you can like brush him when he comes up and jumps on you like that? My God, he's so fluff. With a name like yours, I'll expect you to have a Mephiston army. Fluff Central. Hi. Hi, I got little paws. Little paws. Little paws. I've got little paws. Haven't we got... Oh, yeah. Dove's little pussycat. We brush them every Saturday or Sunday. Fantastic. Oh, Tato's coming and saying hello to you a lot recently. So yeah, just kind of pointing out here again the project planning page. If you are working on paint jobs and things, create your own little thread in here so that we can shout stuff out as you're working on things, and it's like your own personal little thread, and you can keep an update on like what the project is, what you want it to be, and then we can kind of see a whole thread as you work through it, which is really cool. So make sure you take advantage of that. It's a really useful little project planning page in here. So scroll down to project planning. You've also got project ideas if you want to just like throw out some ideas and chin wag about stuff. So that's always really good. Yeah, there is some recent projects from everybody. I should have Ahsoka and the Clan Cries Mandos painted soon. Ooh, it's so weird. I keep getting ads, but I am subscribed. I believe so. I don't know. Try a refresh. Oh no, it's saying that you're not. It's saying you're not subscribed on the Twitch chat. Has it run out or something? Can you see? I mean, that's the easiest way to tell. Can you see the pages in Discord? Can you see Pussycats in Discord? One is a regular new Dante, one is a new one, but I made him into kicking a Tyranid. Yay, Purples! 841 gift subs from the Purples. There you go, Whisk, you are now subbed. You are now subbed. And 3 old Dante models where he's like walking and each is painted differently. Fantastic. I saw all the subscriber channels before even. Oh wow. Refresh now and you'll be fine. Yes. Maybe Discord. I know Discord takes a little bit of time to catch up, so maybe it's just run out. Whiskey, I don't know. Maybe it's just run out. Can we get a hype train going? Does anybody else want to throw in some subs or bits to get a hype train going? Right. This is the other thing. This is the other thing I wanted to shout out. Oh no, that's the wrong thing. That's Twitch chat. There we go. So that's the colour scheme inspiration for my Custodes. So if we go to here, we are going to. I am going to, because I have got this. So I have got all the marine helmets, ready to do a tier list of all the marine helmets. So I'm going to do a tier list of all the marine helmets. That is coming. So we will do that. And I thought it would be quite cool because I want to know what everybody thinks. Where was it? There we go. Somebody posted subtle. What's subtle? One stop. What's subtle? Oh, that the AI. Yeah, that's sad. Anyway. So we've got post a game you remember playing that nobody remembers. If the Beaky helmet is not in S tier, I'm going to be very disappointed. I'm not going to spoil it, Calistarius, but I think you might be disappointed. There, I have probably just spoilt it. Yes, so post a game that you remember playing that nobody remembers. So I was going through like all the games that I played as a kid. I was like, oh, I wonder whether anybody remembers that. Whether anybody remembers that. Anyway, I posted this one. This was like one of the last ones. Well, it's obviously the last one I remembered because it was the one that I posted about. So I posted it. This is a game that I played round at my friend's house. He had a Sinclair Spectrum. So I played this computer game over at his house, and we played it so much. It was fucking amazing. It was brilliant. It was so much fun. It was all sneaky. like you got bonus points for killing people without anybody noticing and stuff. It's really sneaky. Anyway, I kind of was like, oh, hang on, that's probably where my obsession with assassins and ninjas, well, not obsession, but like interest in assassins and ninjas, has come from. So I did this post. So post your childhood influences that have shaped your interest, and I did all of this was before I was 10. So I just wanted to know what everybody else's was. So that was the game. That was the computer game Saboteur, which is obviously ninjas, pistols, like dual wielding pistols and things like that. So that was definitely one of them. This was another one. So Harryhausen, the skeletons in Jason and the Argonauts, for instance. And then Man with No Name, Few Dollars More, Good, the Bad and the Ugly. Oh my god, I watched this so much. It was so good. So Gunslingers, pistols and everything. And then obviously The Hobbit, because I read The Hobbit when I was 9. So yeah, they were my. I was trying to limit it to 4 because I could probably go on a little bit longer, but maybe not when I was like before I was 10. Maybe not before I was 10, but those are a pretty cool 4, I think. So yeah, if you could think of 4 things, because I didn't even like link this into what I now do, because obviously I've got Raven Guard, which are assassins. I play rogues in MMOs all the time because I like the sneaky side of things. So those are the 4. It used to be just 3 because it used to be just skeletons, westerns, and The Hobbit. So now I've added in, which is quite cool actually. I've added in a 4th for Saboteur, so now I have those 4. You just added 2 in Discord. You can reply on here. Please reply on here and quote yours on here, because I'm really curious to see how many people do it. I will go and have a look on Discord in a second. Mine will be a game called Gods on the Omega Acorn. What was that? Never heard of it. I played that so much. I loved that game. Oh, I got proper hard too. The only other game that I played, like when I was before I was 10, kind of thing, that really early age, was Prince of Persia. I played Prince of Persia. Came out in 1991. Where's Purples? So Purples. Adding your games. And not even necessarily just games. Like, because I've got books and films in there as well. So not necessarily just games. I have no idea what those 2 games are. Axelay on the Super Nintendo. What year was a Super Nintendo? I don't know what either of those 2 are either, Whiskey. One of them looks like Golden Axe, but it's not. Here we go. I'll bring it up so that everybody else can see. What's this? What's that? I have no idea what that is. Oh, is that Indiana Jones? Is that Indy? Golden Axe was a good one too, but it wasn't that. And then these 2. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's Atari.
God's favorite princess and the most interesting girl in the world.
And then Axelay. So how have these influenced you when you're like going forward? What's the influence? Are you a very knightly orientated? First one is Rye Guys, an arcade game that might have been ported to console. The second is Axelay. It's like an 80s game. How are you, Tari? Tari 2. Tari, I was just talking about this in terms of what kind of influence has shaped your interest before you were 10. So I've got 4 now, which I'm quite pleased with. So after, I thought it was you, Tari, who did the post, but it was actually Real Iron Hand. So I got you 2 confused when I went to find it, because I saw it very briefly when I was scrolling, so I had to go back and find it. And I initially went to yours, and it wasn't, and then it popped up on my timeline again, so I could reply. Yeah, Saboteur, skeletons, gunslingers, and elves and dragons. I think that's pretty encompassing. I think that's pretty encompassing in terms of how that is me.
All hail and Huddletari II, High Empress of all the stuff, God's favourite princess, ruler of all the castles ever built, painter extraordinaire, super duper extra mega nice person, and artillery tarry for Trench Crusade.
Holy
Fuck.
shit.
Moo.
Can we get some hype in chat, please, for Purple Spark, who has just earned 400,000 bits badge? I want to know how many of those bits are welcoming Tari 2 into the Twitch chat. Thank you very much. That's very, very kind of you. And of course, Tari, welcome into Twitch chat. At least half of them. I mean, there are skeletons, sure, but there's also lads in short skirts. So yeah, I just thought I might even try to do a short video on it as well, just in terms of like, because you can follow through. You can very, very easily follow this one through. It's a little bit more difficult to follow this one through, but I think you can probably do it. And then the Hobbit is obvious, like elves and dragons. And then that one as well, the ninjas and the assassins. And then the ninjas and assassins, that kind of thing also comes back into, it's kind of like, I suppose it's stealthy Metal Gear Solid, when the first Metal Gear Solid came out. So that was my 4. I might do a video on it. I have noted it down in the, because it'd be quite easy, because it would just be kind of like a talky video, and then I'd just have to find like little excerpts and everything for it. Is that the game that made you obsessed with blue? Very funny. Actually, there are 2 blue ones there, but there is green and there is yellow. But yeah, maybe. As a kid, I was more obsessed with green. I was more obsessed with green as a kid. So I had like the watch that I bought myself when I think I was about 12. Is it over there? Has like a dark green emerald face to it. So yeah, I was more obsessed with green when I was a kid. So oops, no, that's not that one. There we go. I played this game when I was small. Can you tell me its name? I can, yes. It's if you look at my next post. If you look at my next post, it's there. I'll reply to that anyway. Red was always my colour. Had a teenage purple phase. What was everybody's colour? What is everybody's colour? Throw your colour in chat. I'm curious now. Curious. What is everybody's colour? So yeah, I just thought that was. I thought that was interesting, because those two are like the movies that I just watched so much, and then that was the book, which obviously led me down a massive rabbit hole from when I was 9 all the way through. I read Lord of the Rings when I got to secondary school. They didn't have Lord of the Rings in the library at my primary school, so that was one of the first books I rented out of the library at secondary school, was the Lord of the Rings. In my work reception watching, hey Hook and Pin, how are you doing? Mine has always been black, though I know people would say that black is not a colour, but the absence thereof. My dad read The Hobbit to me, treasured memory. Oh, Tari. Hey Christine, how are you? It's wet outside. It is very wet outside. I have a cup of tea and a nice warm jumper on, because it's my new favourite jumper. So yeah, that was cool. That was cool. 2 quotes we've had. Zelda. What's that one called? Dragonheart. Zelda, Dragonheart, Willow, and I'd forgotten about this one. I played that one. Medieval. I did play Medieval. And black. I wear a lot of black. I wear a lot of white actually. I do wear a lot of white. I do like a white shirt and a white jacket. So yeah. Anyway, there we go. I just thought that was really interesting. I was really curious what everybody else is like. If you, it's difficult to remember sometimes because I'd completely forgotten about this until literally this morning, and then I made the connection. So I now have my 4. So. Yeah, I thought it was. I thought it was quite interesting. I think there's possibly a video in there about it, so I might try and do one. I love purple. I'm not goth, but I'm definitely goth adjacent. I will indeed get tea when I get home because I'm chilly now. My dad read The Hobbit to you. Can you remember a particular chapter or paragraph or part of The Hobbit that kind of is the most vivid memory? No, my dad read The Hobbit to me. He didn't read it to you. What did I say? Did I slip of the tongue? You remember the trolls? Fantastic. Where they sneeze. Achoo! Well, I remember the trolls, and I remember getting out of the goblin tunnels. How he jumps over Gollum to get out of the goblin tunnels, and I remember the monologue, whatever, with Smaug. Like those are the 3 that I really remember. From reading it when I was a kid. I don't know I've read The Hobbit since. I think I've only read The Hobbit once. I have read Lord of the Rings twice. I think I've only read The Hobbit once. Right. So let's do a little bit of cleanup first. Yeah, there is a little bit of. They have. So when you clean them, you put them in like a metal. You put them in a metal cage, and they occasionally kind of bang around a little bit. So a lot of this is just damage from like 2 parts hitting each other, sort of thing. Dark Crystal, Space 1899, Dark Crystal, Road Trader, and the Battle of Britain movie. Are those your 4? That's really cool. I read The Silmarillion 4 times, The Hobbit 5 times, and Lord of the Rings about 8 times. Wow. Yeah, I've only read The Hobbit once, and it influenced me that much that I remember it to this day. Silmarillion 4 times. Lord of the Rings. You've read Lord of the Rings 8 times. That is crazy.
Rude alert! Rude alert!
Yay!
Abandoned
Avian,
shop.
how are you doing?
This is not a daffodil. Repeat, this is not a daffodil.
How are you doing, Avian? So how do they influence you? How do those influence you now, Christine? What are those? How do they?
I hope that shirt the bust is wearing is getting paid overtime.
Yeah. How do they shape your interest now? Because I think that's what I'm most interested about, like how it shapes what you do, what you collect, what you choose to paint. Now, like my painting when I got back into the hobby, for instance, once I got back into the hobby, I had been doing photography for a while, so my painting is influenced. It's influenced by my photography style, so everything is like lit from the right hand side, which I found really interesting when I noticed that. That's kind of cool. Probably 4 for Lord of the Rings, maybe 3 for The Hobbit. I'm doing shitty, still have a fever but able to work. Oh no! Although I sometimes use Lord of the Rings as a sleep story to fall asleep to. Reading or listening. Because I'm goth as fuck, I listen to a lot of horror rock music. I do want to learn to paint in the more muted colour palette of Tim Burton. Yeah, that would be really cool. Just like drop all the saturation out. So saturation's a really interesting one, Christine. If you want to remove the saturation from paint, you literally just mix in white or black, and that just kills the saturation. That's how I desaturated the gold on this. That's had black glaze all over it. That would be really cool though, doing kind of Tim Burton style paint jobs. In terms of books, Hobbit and David Eddings helped me get into fantasy, which is why at some point we switched from playing D&D to MERPG, Middle-earth roleplay game. I'm not even sure how often I've read those books. A friend of mine read them constantly. She definitely puts the bust into bust. She does her best, doesn't she? She does her best. Just removing all the supports, and then I've printed 2 of these because M's picked this one, and Rich picked this one. So I've got two busts. M's picked one and Rich picked one, and then because M's picked this one, I just said, oh, do you want me to print you one as well? Because I don't mind printing you one and shipping you one. And she said, yeah, sure. So hence we have 2. That's definitely an M pick. What, this one's an M pick. So I might have to do a little bit of cleanup, because as always, the problem with pre-supported models, my printer is incredibly kind of, it's very well tuned in, so I don't really have a problem printing many things, but a lot of pre-supported stuff are a little bit over-supported, so you tend to get a few like things here. Look, there's lots of pits around here where there's lots of kind of supports there, just to make sure it prints for everybody. So I like pre-supported stuff, which I can adjust the things to. But this still looks pretty good. Paul's here, lurk, no worries. It's why I like using a black base, then building it up from there, whether it be dry brushing or glazing. Yeah, I want to help you with your painting at some point, Christine, because I think we can really kind of get something cool out of your painting stuff. If you want, of course. There we go. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And then we've got the hair here, which should just sit in there like that. There we go. That's quite a cool little bust, that. I want to clean up just on the inside. So there's an M's pick,
and I will not eat you.
Hey, Spiky boy.
Yet.
There's an M's pick, there's a Rich pick, and then there's also a me pick. So I have also picked one of the busts, and I've printed that as well. So I'll show you my pick in a second once we've kind of cleaned up all of this. We are going to paint the Night Lord today. So we have got the Night Lord just off screen there, ready to be painted up. We'll bring the custodies in as well. So we got all three. Tari, we were trying to work out why she's so grumpy. We've had some suggestions. One of the best ones is because of her haircut. So maybe she's grumpy because of her haircut. But whatever. Spiky, how are you? Where's... Can I get that in there? Not really. Just need to sand the... Ah, there it is. I was looking for that, I didn't know where that had gone. Buried under non-stop snow. You are? Harumph, hey, how are you doing? How's things this morning? This morning things were pretty good. This was still printing this morning. I do have some female custodies heads on the printer at the moment, but then that was this afternoon, of course. What else did I do this morning? Tidied a lot, actually. I've tidied a lot of my desk, so my desk is very tidy now, so that's good. Still morning here in God's own time zones, Pacific. God's own time zone is the Pacific. Why is it God's own time zone? But work is still open, so I'll go in eventually. How are you doing today, Spike? Are you? How many of you are feeling a little under the weather? Because we've got Avian who's not feeling very well. It's apparently -14. Hey Retio, how you doing? God's Coast is the East Coast. Why is God's Coast the East Coast? I thought God's Coast was Bournemouth. I've had a low-key cold this week. Felt rough on Monday. Oh no, Tari. Tari too? Well, it's a good job I'm here to cheer you all up then with a stream. Shall we sand her boobs? Bulmer is on the East Coast. Dirty old Bulmer, Baltimore. The weather is under me. It fears the Hannah of Wrath. It fears the Hannah of Wrath. When the weather wakes up in a bad mood because of the Hannah of Wrath, it rains. Bulmer is on the East Coast, dirty old Bulmer. I've been sick since New Year's with a stupid cough. Oh no, everybody's sick! I don't know if you mean Balmora or something else. I'm too American to understand. I haven't got a clue what you're talking about. I don't know what you're on about. Oh, I've lost the head. The head's fallen off again. There you go, Custody, stand up. We definitely need to sand her cleavage. Just to remove. What? So we are thinking about, because it was brought up in Discord. We are thinking about painting busts in February. So busty February. I do have to think of a funny thing to do in March, because I'm not doing the March from a crab nonsense. So I need to think of a March thing. March for Necrons, or March for the Raven Guard. I tune in from work to see Chris playing with cleavage. Yeah, damn right, damn right. That's what you wanted to tune into, right, Serato? I'm sitting here in the Arctic snowstorm. My friend is in the Caribbean, having lunch at the pool bar, sending me pics of the view. Oh no! Oh no! That's just cruel. It's Drakari Harlequin March. What should I start building for my Imperial Fist Crusade army next? Hellblasters or Terminator Assault? Terminator Assault Squad with Storm Shield. Terminator Assault Squad with Storm Shield. %. I have a friend who works in Antarctica who emails me now and again. You all have nothing to complain about. Is Hannah the sexiest scientist in all of the land? The sexiest, coolest scientist ever? Oh yeah, I've got a friend who works in Antarctica. Fuck's sake. There is no such thing as a bad weather, just wrong clothes. He's not a scientist, he manages fuel or something like that. No, I didn't say he was, I said you. I'd love to do a season down there, that would be cool. And then you could then also be the coolest, sexy scientist. If I had to place a bet on who here in chat would have a friend in Antarctica, it would be easy. If I had to place a bet on who here in chat would have a friend in Antarctica, it would have been an easy win on Hannah. Can we get that ham sandwich that the Aussie girl left at the bowl? There's an Aussie girl who left something at the pole? There's a ham sandwich? My friend has dinner parties and she purposely invited me and him to the same dinner because she knew I'd want to hear all about Antarctica. That's how we became friends. And he felt at my friend after dinner. Oh, that's very kind of him. Did he have cold hands? It was summer. Not in Antarctica, it wasn't. What shall I start building next? I said the Terminator Assault Squad. What does everybody else in chat think? What does everybody else in chat think? Sorry, Hannah, we were distracted by your butt-feeling Antarctica friend. They would look very cool. Assault Termies are definitely a Imperial Fist thing. The thing is, I need some good melee even in a shooting army. So Assault Termies then. Haha! There we go. I'll wash these once I've sanded these. Get all the little bits of dust out of the layers. Be right back. Need cheese. Oh my god, bring me some cheese. What cheese have you got, Tari, too? It's pretty cool, isn't it, when you're sitting in Twitch chat with an empress like Tari who just clicks her fingers and all her servants just bring her cheese and grapes and feed them to her on her Champs-Élysées. Yeah, so the reason I said the Terminators, Hannah, is that they're a very different armour style and everything to the heavy intercessors and everything that you've been building. And should make a nice difference. Should I do 5 or 10? I mean, I'd do 5, but I'm very different. I'd do a unit of 5 and see what happens. Oh, Dry Lunch, thank you for the follow, dude. Thank you for the follow on YouTube. You have 10 and an Ancient to do, but who knows when exactly I'll need 10. But if I do them all together, they will look the same. That is also very valid. If you did 10, they would definitely all look the same. The only thing, and I know you don't do it, only thing to bear in mind when you're doing 10 all at once is that you don't get tired on the 10th. So you keep the quality up and all the decisions that you're taking with like the highlighting and everything, because you can start getting a little slack as you go through the 10. so the highlights on the 10th one might not be as tight as the one on the first one. But that might just mean highlight the 5 and then take a break and then come back and highlight the other 5, and then you can kind of go in. Just do that pre-highlight, I mean. So right, let's have a look at this one. This one should be, I mean, look at this one. This one has, oh, it has a couple of pits on her back. Has a couple of pits on her back, which we should be able to sort out. It's not that many, actually. Four weeks to do them at least. Nice. Yeah. Just something to be aware of when you do 10, because I know I've been guilty of it sometimes. But I tend to be very aware of either my mistakes or my limitations or anything, which is one of the reasons why I'm doing these busts. Because one of my limitations to painting is that I like painting tiny things, whereas I'm a little bit less confident. I'm a little bit less confident doing kind of long brush strokes and then blending long brush strokes together. I'm much happier kind of doing like really sharp transitions. Cheese acquired. Which cheese have you got, Tatari2, and have you brought some for me? Because I love cheese. I have a Kill Team match at the end of the month. And I've already got the mandrakes ready to go, but I also have the Hand of the Archon sitting on the shelves that I could paint. Never played before, not sure which to go with. I'd go with the Hand of the Archon, to be honest, because the mandrakes are a little bit kind of samey in feel. They have variety within the mandrakes, within the rules, but not really within the mandrakes themselves. It's a perfect example of why I don't like the way they're doing Kill Team at the moment, because it's just mandrakes and then they think up some way to make them slightly different, which is frustrating. Yeah, that should be quite cool. There we go. There's Ems. Ems's little bust. There we go. Ems, if you're watching, there you go. Like what I'd do is just dust it with a little water like that. So it's washed off properly. Got 2 weeks for my 9 minis. That sounds good. And also then you get the Hand of the Archon all finished as well, don't you? So that's pretty cool. And that's just me personally. Like I have a weird thing with Kill Team, as I'm sure you know. Who's excited for the reveal show tomorrow, and who's going to be tuning into the stream? Is everybody going to be here? There we go. So there's Ems. You got D&D on Fridays? Oh no. We'll have to let you know how cool the show is. she looks pretty good. She looks pretty good like that. Alright, so I'll leave that there. That's Emsa's one. Put that over here. Right, let's do this one because this one's super cool. Check this out. Are you ready? So that's her torso. That's her head. And that is the top of her massive sword. And as Rich pointed out, I think it's a gut sword from Berserk. Bobby's. Yes, Bobby's, who knows? Bobby's. I might be late because I'm having another lunch with co-workers, but I'll be running home afterwards to make it in time. It is, what time is it? 7:30? So what's that? Oh, that's like midday midday for you, right? So yeah, this is Ishka, I think it is. And then we also have the other hand, which sits there like that. There we go. So I think that's a pretty damn good bust to paint. So we'll paint her up. Just got to have a look at any little bits of supports which we need to remove. So we've got one little bit for the hair there. Another little bit for the hair there. Your Sad's gonna have to read the article like a peasant. Oh no, are you not here, Tari? I'm excited, but I'm probably gonna miss the stream. Oh no! Tari too. I'll have to make a. I'll have to clip the video and turn it into a shorter one so that you can watch it back. Clip reactions, please. Yeah, I will try to. I still haven't edited the Custodies one from yesterday. I had Hannah say it was a good idea. Can we just have everybody else in chat say whether it's a good idea or not for me to do that? Because you almost need to be my moral compass a little bit on things like this, because I found it very funny, but I just want to make sure that it's a good one to put out. Challenge you to get the whole thing down into a YouTube short. I will do my best. Because I have quite enjoyed doing the reels, particularly after the reel for this one. The reel for this one is nearly at 200,000 views on Instagram, which is just. That's insane. Could be divisive. I don't mind it being divisive. I just don't want it to be not like insulting. Like, I don't mind it being divisive because idiots are like, oh, female custodies. But I don't want I don't want it to be inappropriate because I found it funny. But yeah, anyway, I don't know whether I'm explaining it very well. I think I will try and do it. It's just how I try and do it, I suppose. Mr. Back. Hey, Christine, welcome back. We are cleaning second bust up. I have saved my favourite. I've saved my favourite bust till last. So you can see my favourite bust. But it's not. It's got a bit too much detail on it, and the reason why I wanted to do bust was so that I could practice my kind of longer brush strokes. So that's why I've printed it in addition to these ones rather than anything else. So these ones haven't got a lot of detail on them. Look. So I can practice like soft transitions and long brush strokes and things, because this will be quite cool. This is I really like this one. This one's fantastic. Yeah, so this one's really nice. This one will be fab. This one will be fab to do. Because I think I am quite kind of, not critical, but I am kind of aware on where my strengths lie as a painter. I think, anyway. Hey Soul, how are you doing? Guys, if you want to have a look at the pinned message at the top of Twitch chat. Sol here is doing a marathon in memory of his brother. So if you could just scroll up to the top, there's a pinned message up there. Please go and have a look at his Just Giving page and give what you can afford, even if it's 50p. Thank you very much. Sol, how are you? Have you been running today? Right, so we need to glue the head on. We also need to make sure that transition is nice and smooth, so we'll just sand the bottom of the collar. You're good, thanks. Yourself? Yeah, I'm good, thank you, dude. We've lost Curtis Nelson. Curtis Nelson has been sold to the MK Dons, so we've lost one of our defenders, which is fine. He was... I did rate him, but he's now gone. I just hope, because we've got Jake Rooney back as well. Jake Rooney needs to start making some appearances because he is very good, and he's very young as well, so we need to start making some money off Jake Rooney, so that's fine. Yeah, as you can see, I printed off some busts last night, so we're just cleaning up some busts. Yeah, I've always liked Curtis Nelson. You've done another 10k, not getting any easier now. That's the thing with running, it seems to take a long time to get easier. I was terrible at running. There we go. Right, let's glue, because that's cool. Oh, she's very, very cool. Right, let's figure out how to do this, I think. Probably just do that. And in fact, it looks like that is also contact. So we can just spread it around there a little bit like that and then squeeze it down. Got a little bit too much super glue on, unfortunately. So just get some accelerator and see if I can just kind of blast that away and thin it a little bit. Like that. So if I get a pull, I tend to kind of blast it and then it will run it down and then cure it and it'll be a bit thinner. Look at this. She's fab. The Terminator Ancient can be equipped with a Thunderhammer and Storm Shield, but you have to kit bash it. I'd equip it with something different, but that's just me. There we go. And then the arm there like that. Now, can I get to everything? I don't need to sub-assemble her, do I? Do I need to sub-assemble her? I don't think so. No, I don't think I need to sub-assemble her. How would you equip the Ancient? Oh, I don't know. Why do you have to kit bash it because there's not enough parts in the kit? I'd probably just like give him a bare hand and have him holding the banner. But maybe equip him with a storm hammer, with a thunder hammer and a storm shield, so that they're all the same for ease of playing. But just model him with a bare hand. That's probably what I'd do. It only comes with a storm bolter and a power fist and the banner. Yeah. What do you think? Do we like her? Do we like her? I think she's cool. I think she's cool as shit. And then she has a hole in there like that, so she can be mounted on a plinth like that. Right. Which one do you like most so far, chat? Which one do we like most so far? Because now I'm about to bring in the other one I printed. You like cat ears, do you, Cookie? Cookie likes cat ears. I like Warrior. Warrior's my favourite out of these two. Why is it these types of models are half naked women? I don't know. I know your kinks. So that's those two, and then this one is my favourite. Now this one is my favourite of the busts. However, it isn't good for what I was trying to practice. It's kind of good for what I was trying to practice because it still does have some kind of open spaces, and like she's got all this kind of abs and the skin and everything to work on. So there is still bits to practice brushwork and brush strokes on. Yeah, the last one. Oh, you like the last one, Tari? That's cool. Yeah, I like the Warrior one. This one, however, you wait till you see this one. Love this one. I knew this one would be your favourite. Did you? Why is that? What is it about this one that makes it clear that it's my favourite? I'm just wondering from what you guys kind of observe or see or notice about me or whatever. Because it is. This is such a gorgeous model, this one. You can just see, when I start sanding, you can just see the layer lines. Look, so I'm just trying to remove that layer line. Be very, very careful not to snap off the little bits of twigs and stuff that are sculpted around here. Very Drakari Marathi. What this one is. The headdress and everything. The headdress is fucking amazing. Yeah, this one's my favourite, but I really wanted to, because so Rich picked that one. Rich told me to paint that one. Ems wanted to paint that one, or Ems wanted me to paint that one, and then I printed her a second one. And then I thought, well, I've just about got some space on the plate, so I printed myself this one. And then I also have, I printed these one out a little bit smaller, so they're not quite as big, and they're also kind of like 3/4. So I also have Rogue. You can see how much smaller she is. So that's Rogue, and then I've also got.
Yeah, but we can always build more killbots.
Hey, Target, sorry. And I've also got her. Now she is topless. Luckily she's primed, so you can't quite see things that make her illegal to show on stream. Yeah, I've also got her as well. She's quite cool, I like her, obviously. But these ones are slightly smaller, as you can see. They're like 3/4. So I'll get round to them at some point. They're like a 75mm model that just hasn't got her legs printed. Yeah, the X-Men Rogue is really, really cool. Rogue is cool. I like Rogue. Rogue is one of my favourite X-Men. Well, it's mainly because of Rogue and Gambit. Like, I like the Rogue Gambit thing. That's why I like Rogue. Right. Keeping it damp so it keeps the resin dust away. Right, are you ready? Are you ready? This is why she's my favourite. Oh my fucking god. Gambit is a babe. I do have a Gambit model as well. So I do have a matching Gambit. But yeah, there's Rogue. I like Rogue. Rogue's cool. I don't know whether I've got Gambit's head somewhere. Gambit's head, I've printed his head off somewhere. She's pretty. Bangs. I love Rogue. Rogue's awesome. Rogue is proper cool.
Demonstration of
Our power. Okay, so she's ready to. She's ready to just glue on.
I think I have one in the truck.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Alright, I'm just going to accelerate that super glue so that it doesn't start dripping or anything. No worries, Sol. Thank you very much for dropping in. Hope you're alright, dude. Right. Do you want to see the next part of her? And you can all decide whether this is a good thing or not, because that's currently what she looks like, obviously. Now, I can put her arms on. I can put her arms on. Now, should I put her arms on or not? That's one arm. And that's the other arm. How fucking cool is she? How fucking cool is she? I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. She's absolutely badass. So yeah, you can get these. You can get these from my website, by the way. So if you do want this bust, you can get it from my website. Definitely arms. Cool. Cool. Right. Now they are going to have a join, which I'm going to have to. I think I'm going to have to kind of putty over a little bit. I think I will try to putty over a fraction, because that just makes sense, right? So I can just drop a little bit of putty in there and just kind of smooth it off. But we should be able to get her pretty tight. Definitely arms, yes, 100%. Okay, cool. So we've got plenty of votes for the arms then. So cool, right? Post an update in the Trench Crusade channel. My patience is getting... Oh no! Yeah, Trench Crusade is going a bit funny. I'm all for the plastic, but I kind of really wanted the 3D prints. And it looks like everything's going plastic now. So if they ever do the Assassins, I mean, plastic Assassins I'll probably pick up. But I kind of really liked everything being 3D prints. Which I know sounds really weird. And I do still love the setting. Put Rogue back on screen. I'm just looking for a duster brush. And she's obviously got a card because Gambit. After the shockingly bad prints. Yeah, like one of my streamer friends had some really, really bad prints as well. So I reprinted everything for him. And sent him a whole reprint. If anybody wants this, I can see if I can print it again. So just let me know, and I'll come up with a price for it. Yeah, she's one of Gambit's cards. It's a playing card, which is another reason why I really liked it, because I really like. You prefer it without the card. There is a head without the card. I really like the card because I really like the Rogue Gambit thing. So yeah, there we go. Muzz, how are you doing? So yeah, if you want Gambit, let me know, and I'm sure I can do a few prints for everybody. Yeah, so we'll fill that and then sand it so that we can paint that one really well as well. Just needs a little bit of super glue around the drawing. Probably a bit too much, but if it squeezes out then we can sand it as well. Trying not to snap other things as I'm pushing this together. There we go. You prefer her without the card in the mouse, but otherwise she's perfect. Paul said, "Ooh, yeah." So they're my two favourite X-Men, and I to be honest, I was a little bit like meh about whatchamacallit's Gambit in Deadpool. I didn't think he was particularly good. I really liked the Gambit in the old Wolverine film. Can't remember who played him now, but I thought he was pretty damn good. There we go. There she is. Tired. My issue, not yours. That looked funky. Nice to see. Thank you very much. Yeah. So I'm doing some. I've been wanting to do some busts for a while, and obviously I have Whiskey's really cool Tari Tillery Witch, which we'll get to at some point. But this is very much kind of my style of painting because there's loads of detail on it, so I can just kind of like do really sharp transitions on everything. So I'm looking forward to doing this and do like a red glow and some non-metallic. But these ones are very different because I've got long brush strokes to make. So she's going to be really cool. And yeah, we'll have to fill and sand. Really carefully fill and sand all of these. I'll do that at some point, but yeah, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Paul loves Scott Summers, Cyclops. Oh, really? I'm not a big fan of Scott Summers. Yeah. What's everybody? Is it you love the X-Men? Does everybody have a favourite X-Men? X-Men? Does everybody have a favourite X-Men? Can't imagine if X-Men came out nowadays. It'd be you'd have to call them X people. Representation. Yeah. Does everybody have a favourite X-Men? I mean, you know mine. Rogan. You have a short list. You don't have a favourite X-Men. Yeah, Rogue and Gambit are mine. Do I have a fave anymore? No, you wouldn't, Chris. No, I wouldn't. You don't like Marvel DC? Forge and Storm's romance was hot. Who's Forge? Don't know whether I know Forge. Should I Google Forge? Let's Google Forge quick. Forge. X-Men. Oh, really? Cool. So yeah, we'll fill that in with some putty and then see if we can just follow those sculpt lines. Gosh, he's so badass. I mean, look at that. It's the little lips underneath, the lips and the nose underneath the veil. It's so cool. Well, if I'm that predictable that everybody knew that this was my favourite, I'm kind of okay with that. Reminds me of Hellboy 2's Angel of Death. There's an Angel of Death in Hellboy 2 that looks like this? I need to find that. It looks like Guillermo del Toro's piece. I kind of love his work, bit super. Atari 2, I hear it's almost 4 hours long. Fuck that. X-Men are gonna be in Doomsday, but I don't have high hopes for that movie. I'm not holding my breath on Doomsday at all, to be honest. I would say Aurora or Kurt would be my favourites. She has no eyes though. That's always the best part. What, eyes? Yeah, I know. I appreciate that eyes are the really cool part, but that's just awesome. Love it. Yeah. I don't know what they're supposed to be doing with Doomsday. I have a horrible feeling it's just going to be fan service, and I really don't like fan service films. I really didn't like the last episode of Stranger Things. Aurora is Storm and Kurt is Nightcrawler. Oh, Nightcrawler's badass. I think you have hair on your lens, lower middle. Oh, that bit there? That's not hair, that's a dust mark on the sensor. I will clean the sensor. Thank you. Good spot. Yeah, that little bit there that's on her boob. Yeah, that's a dust spot on the sensor. I will clean the sensor. Toss the Angel of Death in general for you to see. Oh, thank you very much. Oh, she's got weird eyes as well. Oh, okay. Updated potato pics. Potatoes. Ah! Hi. Hi. Can I have fussing? Can I has fussing, please? Okay, thanks. Bye. Oh, what's the Trench Crusade? Hi, we have another Canadian. Baron of Dice has not yet imported your orders into their system, hence why you do not have your emails yet. Our apologies for the confusion here. We were only made aware of this after we received messages about it. Fuck's sake. Rest assured that this does not affect your delivery time. Well, it does. All Canadian addresses will be imported soon and emails sent out after. Oh, purples. I'm sorry, I'm now going to have to kidnap your cat. I reckon Doomsday might actually make it. Did you see they are doing tape measures now? Tape measures? Who are doing tape measures? What, Trench Crusade are doing tape measures? Or Doomsday are doing tape measures? Or Puscats? The Baron of Tape Measures? Oh, Baron of Dice are doing tape measures? No, I'm not interested in that. Their dice are nice, but they're so expensive. They are absolutely leaning on the fact that gamers like dice. I've got a few of them. I grabbed sets of 10 for my Lord of the Rings stuff, and then gave away the extra 2 that you get because you only need 8 for Lord of the Rings. Yes, these little pits that I hate because it's been a little bit over supported in terms of the size of the supports. It's far better to do smaller support sizes and more of them so that you don't get damage. But you can clean up a lot. Another reason why I always try and put supports on the top surface rather than in a recess, so that you can, if you want to, file them down. He's just that good. Who's that good, Chaos Knight? You got to get a printer. You do. The orange purple spark, I have a soft spot for Derps. He's a fake orange, he's not derpy at all, but he's one of the nicest cats I've ever seen. I found a piece on Etsy that hand makes dice out of glass or cuts out of minerals. I wanted some for miracle dice for my sisters, but I guess I'd have to assemble and paint them first. Yes, assemble and paint all your sisters. Right, shall we prime these? Look at that. That's fab, isn't it? That's fab. So those are the 2 dice. Those are the 2 busts that I wanted to print. And then Ems made me print. Ems made me print that one. So we have that one as well. Don't do it. It's a trap. Yeah, don't actually do it. So yeah, there's a few. There's quite a few like support marks on this actually. It is quite hefty.
Yeah, sure, she made you. Right, we believe you. Absolutely.
Honestly, she made me. You guys know I'm more of a butt person. Hence the exclamation mark Peach command. Yeah, I wanted to paint. I was going to print one of these, and then I threw that one in. I was like, oh, I've also got this one. And Ems was like, actually, I like this one. So I printed that one because Ems said so, and I printed Ems one as well. So Ems gets one as well. So you all get to watch Ems paint this one as well. Oh, I need to glue my hair on. Em's like some thick, does she? Getting you into barbecue club. What's barbecue club? I've seen your online store. Shit, they look good. What about my online store? What about my online store? There we go. What about my online store, Tari? Exclamation mark 3D if you want to go and have a look at my online store. There we go. There we go. Aww. All the naked ladies.
You online store is Boogland. 100% NSFW.
How much to ship me to Canada? The peach thing didn't come up. The peach thing did come up because I watched it. See? You want to squeeze my buttocks together to make one juicy giant peach. But yeah, exclamation mark 3D if you want to go and have a look at some of the prints. I do need to update some because I have got some more. I don't think she's on there. Lady Sin is definitely on there. She's definitely on there, so you can get her. I don't think she's on here. I need to update her. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. So that'll be fun to practice painting on at least. Uwu? Uwu? Oh, that's that thing that Purple's Uwu Shabti. Uwu. God, I'm really hungry. Why am I hungry already? It's not even 6 o'clock yet. Is there anything on Warcom? No, it's just the Night Lords thing. Okay. Abs of steel. Abs of steel. Hello, abs. Yeah, abs and bum. I'm abs and bum. Like, boobs are cool, but abs and bum, guys. Abs and bum. There you go, look. Beep. What's her bum like? Oh, you can't see her bum. Her bum's covered in fur. Oh, she's got a cookbook. Yeah, there's my elf rogue. Covered bum. She's badass. Look at her. Rawr. You had Chip Shop. You had Chip Shop. Oh, Chip Shop Shop. Abs and Bum, is that the new Boots and Cats song? Boots and Cats? I don't even know the old Boots and Cats song. Let me just dust her so that you can see her as well. Because she's super cool. There's another badass female for you. This time she's an elf. I'll put the light down for you so you can see her a bit better. Boots and Cats is beatboxed to sound like an 808 kick drum and a hi-hat. Boots and Cats, Boots and Cats. Oh! Yes, I do know that one. What did I say? Abs and bum, abs and bum. Right, gotcha. Abs and bum, abs and bum, abs and bum. Yeah, maybe. Right. Anyway, that's all the badass females I have on show. Apart from her, of course, because she's a badass female as well. as we all now know. What colour hair should I do her? Don't know whether to prime these. Should I prime them now? Oh, she's got a raven skull necklace. She's a Raven Guard scout. Official. Official. Raven Guard scout. So if we do her really pale skin, and then black, whatever all this stuff is, that would be quite cool, wouldn't it? That would be quite cool. Black hair, sexy lady guts. Black hair. Guts from Berserk, right? So we might do in February, as has been pointed out by the Tari 2, we might do Busty February. So everybody can pick a bust and paint a bust in February. I'm going to message Ems and see if she wants to do she wants to do this one in February as well, and then she can kind of join in. But that would be quite cool. Those are ridiculous, aren't they? They are ridiculous. What about a Fist of the North Star style? Pretty similar but more black leather. Fist of the North Star style. What for her or for her? I have a bunch of cool busts in my closet. I haven't painted a bust before. They're cool. They are good because they are larger, so you need to be softer with your highlights. And also the highlights are longer, so you need to have, like, for Abs Lady, Fist of the North Star, pretty similar but more black leather. So like a black leather arm and black leather bikini thing. Do a beautiful skin tone and render the bone. I'll do it so that this is kind of like a tan skin tone, and then this one is really pale. You have 3 you can paint. Nice one, Hook and Pin. I also have the one from Cult of Paint as well, but the one from Cult of Paint doesn't have a face because she's wearing a mask. So I have that one from Cult of Paint as well to paint. But as you can see, I chose to do her with a mask because I wanted to do a non-metallic mask on her. So she's also bloody cool. I like badass females. What's wrong with that? Or it could be, or it could just be a weird ad I saw stuck in my head. Pay my medicated. An ad. Yeah, I will try to fill that in later, I guess. Now, I do wonder if I break my rule and prime her white, because she's a lot of skin tone. Or maybe I do prime her black and then airbrush her pink as a starting point. Oh, she's so cool. Can I link here? If you're a subscriber, yes. If you're not a subscriber, ask one of the mods for a permit. Or subscribe, of course. That's the other way. And if you subscribe, you can also get access to all the cool rooms in Discord as well, so you can share your work and your progress on stream. That's one of the ways I say thank you for subscribing. There we go. Send that to Ems. Oh my word, anonymous gifter has gifted a sub to Eaton Beavers. Thank you very much. Eaton Beavers, welcome to the crypt. I hope you like eating your beavers in a crypt. Right, so I am going to, before we start painting, because we're going to paint the Night Lord. I might go make a fresh cup of tea, have a quick stretch, and then when I get back, we can finish off this little dude. Just need some nice little kind of sharp highlighting on certain bits. We need to do the skull and everything. We need to put some highlights on the axe and on the Volkite and everything. So if I go make a quick cup of tea now, then when I get back, we can all carry on. We can do some painting. Painting. I think it's very cool. We also need to put some white spots in the lightning as well. We need to hotspot the lightning. You're going to go make some dinner? Yep, cool. Are you going to come back after you've made dinner? Sounds like a plan. Right, everybody go make a cup of tea, have a quick stretch, make some dinner if you want to. And I will see you back here in 5 minutes. I'll be right back. Traitors tonight. Oh no! Bye then, Tari. Bye to Tari too. I am painting a Night Lord, Tari. See you, Tari. Have a good evening. And I will see you tomorrow. Oh no, I won't see you tomorrow. Oh no! Everybody say bye to Tari, because we won't see her tomorrow for reveal stream either. The Empress is gone. The Empress is gone. Okay, catch you all in a second. It won't be long. Okay, get some painting done. Do some proper painting, shall we? Proper painting. Tea's nice. Right, where's my... there it is. got the base for my Custodes and the base for the head as well. Oh, I need to go and check the print. 1 second. I just need to go and check the female head print. 1 sec. Yep, all printed. They're just draining now. So I turn my plate up vertically so it drains and drips off. And then I'll clean those up and cure them later tonight. Prime one and stick it on the Custodes. That would be quite cool. That would be quite cool, and then we can have a female Custodes, which would be nice. I do have one with a rose in her hair as well, so that would be even funnier if we can do a Custodes with a rose in her hair. Gosh, she's so cool. Yeah, I'm going to have to very carefully fill that. Very carefully fill all that out. Doo-doo-doo. Can't get the lid off my wet palette. There we go. Okay, so we need some. Let's lift this up a fraction. There we go, so I can get underneath. Doo-doo-doo. What's everybody else doing this evening? And when are we having the Space Marine 2 play along get together? How does that work? You can do cross-platform PvE, so like you do a campaign mission or something, but not PvP. Is that right? So Purples can't play with Hannah on PvP. But you can do a mission or two. Can you do the whole campaign? You can do the whole campaign PvP. However, there is also something called Operations Mode. What do you mean the whole campaign PvP? I don't understand. Is there a PvP campaign as well? Oh, PvE. Oh, okay, hang on. So you can do the whole campaign PvE. So we can have Toby. How many people are? What's the maximum number of players you can have in that like PvE run through? What's the maximum squad size? Because we've got, how many people have we got that have? Oh, it's only 3. So we could only have Purple's Hannah and Christine, or Hannah, Tari, and Toby. We should definitely do that, you know. We should definitely do that. I want to watch. I want to watch Purple's Hannah and Toby, or Purple's Tari and Christine, or something on a Purple's Twitch stream. If Acheron would run 10-man squads like the Codex says, he'd still be second captain. Please tell me they've written in the lore of the game that Acheron only runs a 3-man squad. Is that what it is? That's really funny. Have you seen the meme video? No. No, what's the meme video? What's the meme video about as well? You'll have our oldest friend over this evening. I'll be terrible. You'll be terrible? Why are you going to be terrible? You should play it. Why should I play it? I don't think Captain Acheron. Why do you say that? Lieutenant Titus. What is it? Hello? Oh, hi. I need you to go down and cleanse the entire planet of Tyranids, if you don't mind. An entire planet? That's a big ass, Captain. But I think it should be doable if you'll transfer the command to the local Astra Militarum and PDF forces to me. I should be able to coordinate an effective defence of the world's major population centres, and with about 100 Astartes, I can mount a series of simultaneous and devastating deep strikes that might cripple the creatures' synaptic links and send them into disarray. Best I can do is 5. 5 what? 5 regiments, 5 companies, 5 men. That's not very many men. Titus, you're named Ultramarines. With your helmets off, you'll be fine. Is that what I said about Uriel Ventris? Albionic Pintman. You can turn into Albionic Pint. What? Get down there and stomp some bugs or whatever. 8 nids, not what? I'll watch the rest of that later. Play it on stream, it's funny. You guys can click on it and watch it. I'm sure you've all seen it. It's only me who's not seen it. Terrible at pew pew games. That's alright. We have a Sexy Science Hannah to carry you. I bet Sexy Science Hannah's good. The part where they have a 5-man aside soccer game and he only lets them take 3 men. That's why they make the heavy pyro cannon. It's not about being good at the game anyway, Christine. It's about hanging with the people in the crypt. You just point and shoot and let me do the rest. Yes, there we go. Yeah, we definitely need to arrange that. Because we've got enough people. Well, we've got enough people to do 2, haven't we? Haven't we got enough people to do 2 squads? Christine, Tari, Hannah, Purples, Toby, and Target. Target, have you got Space Marine 2? That's 6. And I think Hendy's got it as well, but I don't think we could get Hendy involved. I don't know, we might be able to. I just want to sit in a Twitch stream watching people I know play Space Marine 2. I think it would be really cool. Oh, yes, of course. If we arrange the first one, I reckon the second one will be even easier to sort out. So we just need 3 people to be around at the same time. Sexy Science Hannah. One minute? Or is that I'm in? Purples has gone quiet. I don't think Purples wants to stream it anymore. Please, Spock, do. Please spawn. Do 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 do. I just need to take a picture of this for Rich. Is there any football on tonight? I don't think there is there? Snooker's not on the TV either. I have to watch it on. Catch up. Are you going to do your Terminators tonight, Hannah, after work? How long have you got? 4 weeks? Did you say you got 4 weeks before your first one? Brandon, thank you for the follow on YouTube. It's appreciated. How are you doing? thing about it. I should put them together and use them instead of my Stern Guard for this next game. Oh, really? How you doing, Ian? But I don't think I will. I've got to get the cloth done on the 10 Stern Guard before I can base them, so I think I'll do that and base them tomorrow. I'm going to replace my Storm Speeder that had airbrush issues with my Gladiator Lancer. Ooh. Put Paul's Gambit artwork in Stream Gals. Paul's done a Gambit artwork? Oh wow! Oh, that's cool. I like that. Is that like a display? The Lance remains stationary, it hits on 2+, sustain 1 and 5+, and gets a bunch of rerolls, so hopefully you can take... Okay, I hate that, I hate the 40k roll. I hate the 40k rolls, they need to get rid of it all in 11th. Nice, Hannah. Yeah, it sounds good. Storm Speeder sounds punchy. It's an artwork thing he bought, but we framed it. That's really cool. Yeah, I like that. I do like Gambit. Gambit's badass. Gambit is badass. Where does that hang, Christine? There we go. I'm going to go get some dinner in a second. Have chicken tonight. Chicken tonight. Chicken tonight. I've got chicken tonight. Hey Andy, how you doing? We're just about to finish, unfortunately, dude. How are you doing? Curtis Nelson's gone, mate. He's gone to MK Dons. And Caden Jackson looks like he might be going to Wickham Wanderers, of all places. But we have also been linked with a striker from Chelsea, which is quite cool. Can't remember his name. Too slow, Chicken Marengo. Too slow for this cat. Lives on the shelves next to his desk. Amazing. He's not exactly Langas. I think he's better than Clark and better than Bath. But Bath is I don't want to say Eustace signing, but Bath is a Eustace player. And Clark was signed. So if he has to go, I mean, we've got the one that we've got. I like Jake Rooney. So going forward, it would be awesome if it was Rooney Langas as a back two pairing. I think that would be really, really cool, and also that would give Rooney hopefully some advancement, improvement, and therefore money possibilities to sell on, because he's only young, isn't he? That's really good to know about your Tim Burton stuff, by the way, Christine. I don't know whether you caught it earlier, but I did say that I wanted to help you with some painting ideas around that if you wanted. Because I think there's some really cool things that you could do around a Tim Burton style. I do, but if he isn't pulling any weeds up at Barnsley, is he actually as good as we think? I mean, that's the other thing as well. Like I don't know about. He's, as far as I'm concerned, he's never let us down. Like every time he's played, he's been brilliant. And then he didn't get played under Warne, and he's just been sent out, and he didn't get played at Barnsley either. I don't know whether it's just because he's young and therefore inexperienced, so they're more likely to play the experienced players. But he's literally never let us down. He's never made a mistake. And then we arguably let him down because we played him. I can't remember what game it was that we played him, and then he got injured in the first half. And then once he got back, we didn't play him again. So yeah, I really like him. Until he, I think he's better than Cashin. Until he shows me otherwise. I don't know what he's doing in training or what, but I don't know why we're not. I don't know why. Well, we're not playing him because we've got experienced other players, haven't we? It was why he went out on loan. So hopefully he can just improve. But I suppose it's trying to fit him into a team. Don't know. It's an interesting one, isn't it? Because you want to play our kids so that they develop like Eames. It was really cool to see Eames play. So with him back and Nelson gone, hopefully he can make the bench and he can perform in training well enough to make the bench every game and come on to shore things up when we're winning over things like Bath. Yeah, we pulled an absolute blinder with Cashin. Because Cashin was always good, but he wasn't Langas good. We pulled an absolute blinder with Cashin. 10 million for Cashin. We owe Cashin a lot because he hanged on as well, so that we could get some good dollary doodahs for him. I think Cashin was a little bit same with Louis Sibley. I think we looked at those two with rose tinted, with like academy tinted glasses or something. Because I never really rated Sibley. He had so many chances and never proved he could do anything. And Cashin was good. And we got some insane money for him and then swapped him for Langas. And that's where not needing to sell players helps drive the value up rather than the fire. So yes, Sibley was better left back. Yes, he was. He played really well at left back. He was really solid at left back. He chased back. He was always there blocking crosses, and then he had a little bit about him going forwards. It's that whole thing, isn't it? Like everybody starts as a striker, and then they get pushed back and back and back and back and back. And I think Sibley was a left back, and I don't think anybody wanted to kind of admit it. Like he played really well as a left back, but everybody was always like, "Oh, you got to give him a run at 8. You got to give him a run at 10." He never did anything at 10. He had many of opportunities to do something at 10. I think he might have curled a shot in the cup once. But yeah, anyway, going forwards, it'd be quite cool if we do get that Chelsea striker. I'm gutted that Salverson hasn't taken his opportunities more. But then, to be honest, we didn't play into him either. Like Salverson wants it into his feet, and we didn't play him into his feet last game at all. Scored 1 goal in his debut. Is that what it is? Was that the academy tinted glasses that he scored 1 goal in his debut and we kind of clung to it? Yeah. Anyway, I mean, look what he's done now. Look what he's done since he left. Nothing. Disappointingly so. Liam Rosenior, though, I don't know about you, but I've got a weird sense of pride about Liam Rosenior getting the Chelsea job. I'm like, he managed Derby once. It's really weird. Dead proud of him. He's doing dead well as well, apart from that weird manage quote that he's come out with, which is gonna get stuck on the back burner until he messes up, and then it'll be like, look what silly thing he said. Right, I'm gonna go get some dinner in a second, everybody. Just stick some highlights around this. There we go. And I'm going to get the putty out tonight so that I can fill her gaps in her arms, and then I can prime her, and I might do a little bit of airbrushing work on like getting her skin tone in. which would be quite cool. Same with her as well. We'll prime her and get her skin toned down as well. Let me know about the Tim Burton-esque things. I shall do, yes. I shall do. I wasn't overly bothered about changing him, as we were only a couple of goals away from winning a few of his games and looked decent doing it. But he won't last long at Chelsea. I just hope he has a big payoff in there. I don't know. I think he's got more about him than I think. And I really liked what he did at Derby. I'm not sure he would have got us out of League One. I don't think he had the League One play style. I think we would have got bullied even more than we did with Warne. But I'd have had him as a Championship manager. It's just that the timing didn't quite work with him and Derby County, I don't think, because I don't think he would have got us out of League One efficiently. Right. Thank you very much, everybody. Is there anybody on? Ren's on, and we haven't raided Ren for ages, so let's do Ren. And I'm going to go and get some dinner. Right, so tomorrow I'm going to try and get on. I'm going to try and get on well before the reveal stream. And I'm going to try and do the Space Marine tier list just for shits and giggles, because I think it's funny and it's actually quite interesting. So that I'll record that and do that for YouTube, and then it's reveal stream at 7:30. So how long do you think it's going to take to do the? I mean, if it's an hour, then I'm doing something wrong. It shouldn't take an hour to do the. Space Marine tier list thing. So if I'm on at 6, that sounds about right. So I'll do that. Right. Thank you very much, everybody. See you later. Have a good one. Bye.